I'm Brian McHattie, the Ward 1 City Councillor for the City of Hamilton. I have a great passion for City Hall, the building behind us. Hamilton has decided to restore City Hall, which is a great decision, but unfortunately due to financial costs they've decided to replace the marble product with concrete. I think that's a wrong decision. I think there's a visionary problem there with using that sort of material. It's costly to use marble, so we have another option. The option is to use limestone. It's a natural stone product available locally, and that's the discussion we're having this afternoon on how to replace that product. So behind us is the marble natural stone facade of City Hall, Hamilton City Hall. Now, it was built in the early 1960s by the architect Stanley Roscoe. Stanley Roscoe was well known for the modernist style of architecture, breaking away from the traditional Gothic style of architecture in the older City Hall buildings you see in Stratford and other places. And what we had before us is the seat of government in Hamilton. It's an extremely important building. It's one of the first buildings you see as you come in on Main Street to downtown Hamilton. And it is really a place that all the decisions are made. It's a seat of local democracy. It's a designated building, a heritage designated building in the mid 2000s, 2005. Council designated the building. A very important part of it we're seeing today is the outside of the building, the facade of the building, the natural stone. With the restoration of City Hall, unfortunately we can't afford marble, about $9 million cost to marble, but I believe we can afford limestone. Limestone's about a $3 million additional cost. It'll give us the natural stone product that we have behind us, but in a different product that's local, right on the Bruce Peninsula from Wyerton. And it's a product that will look fantastic. It's used by the Canadian Embassy in Washington D.C. in the U.S. So it's a product that's used extensively for buildings that are important from a civic perspective. So that's what we have the opportunity to do. And your donation, your pledge, your $65 a square foot for limestone is a contribution that you can make in the next 10 days or so. We've got till December 10th to do this, folks. And you can be a part of Hamilton history. You can do it for Christmas as a contribution to your loved ones. And your contribution will really contribute the next 40 years, 50 years in Hamilton. Limestone facade instead of concrete. That's the kind of vision that you can be part of. Thank you.
So now we're standing in the Art Gallery of Hamilton. The architect of the restored art gallery several years ago, Mr. Couabera from Toronto, originally Hamiltonian, a proud Hamiltonian, designed the second floor of the art gallery to provide a fantastic view of City Hall, a building that he is extremely passionate about. Mr. Couabera works right around the world, right across North America, throughout Europe, and he feels City Hall is one of the most fine pieces of architecture in our city. So you can see the design, the council chambers where City Council meets to make decisions about the future of our city right in the middle, and the buildings on both sides, the forecourt, and the marble cladding on City Hall, which we believe with the new design should be a natural stone, staying with the natural stone design that was originally envisioned, but to go with limestone, which is a little less expensive. $3 million is the amount of money we need to raise to make that happen. And you can make your contribution to be part of the vision of Hamilton, which includes the Art Gallery of Hamilton, includes the Carnegie Library right next to us here across the street beside City Hall, now the courthouse. Tremendous vision in all of those buildings, and we believe that City Hall can maintain that vision.
So what we're looking at here is an example of a concrete building. We're talking about building City Hall in concrete, and you'll find that the building itself is starting to weep, the brownish tone to the building, and we can see that there's some additional work going on here. This is the same age as City Hall, 1960s vintage, the Public Utilities Commission building. And this is the kind of thing that we would expect to see at City Hall if we make the wrong decision, in my view, and go with concrete instead of a natural stone product. So this is the kind of concern we would have.
Go.
So how do you contribute to making this happen, to making a real improvement to City Hall, an improvement that's going to last the next 40 to 50 years, a real legacy contribution here in the city of Hamilton? Well, we're trying to raise money for limestone, and limestone is $65 a square foot. And to make a contribution to that, you can pledge $65 or more, and if you're a corporation, perhaps even more than that, to myself, Councillor Brian McHattie. We're assembling it now as we speak, and we need to make a decision by December 10th. So please pledge now. Thanks.